Okay, so let me just get started here. Okay, so I've made several presentations to this commission on this, and it's about why fighting for the public's right to access the coast matters and why your involvement matters. Okay. Not working? Is it on? Shouldn't it be on? I don't know. Oh, one had to turn it on. Live and learn. Okay. All right, so the numbers here are theoretical in the sense that they're real in the sense that this is what Hollister Ranch allows for the owners and the guests of the owners. So there's 133, there's 135, but I think 2 are reserved. So 3,300 acre parcels, roughly 100 acres. Each parcel can have 12 owners and 12 guests per day. That's 24 owner visitors per day times 133 parcels. That's roughly the 3,000 visitors, owner visitors per day. That's over 1 million per year. So I just want to put that in context of the numbers that we talked about, the maximum that would be allowed for the public, which was starting in phase 1 at 100 and going up through the 3 phases with some restriction at the end to 500 possibly. Okay, so when you read your public comments that were attached, they don't have all the public comments because the alerts that went out for this didn't go out until they had already accumulated them and posted them. So go back in and read the additional comments that came in. But when you read the comments, and this is a thing that has concerned me from day one, the themes that come out are for me, distressing, okay? The public will destroy the environment, the taxpayers will foot the bill, private property is off limits to the public, unfettered access will overrun resources, we don't want garbage-strewn areas, pollution, devastation, only Hollister owners have been and can be stewards of the environment at Hollister Ranch. I don't buy these arguments, and it distresses me that this is the way the public is uniformly and routinely described when we talk about providing reasonable and respectful access at Hollister Ranch. So what are the considerations in updating the 1982 Public Access Program? And I thought the report was great. One of the things that we're concerned about is getting input at the front end on how to proceed here. There's different user groups, bicyclists, hikers, disabled. I mean, there's just, you go down the list. And so we just feel that, there's, and I think also that list includes Hollister Ranch owners, because they have a certain knowledge of their own, situation and the land there. I think we have to be concerned and aware that there will probably be efforts, I should not say probably, there will be efforts to delay this process and potentially political pressure, which we saw when Lamone did her bill, to block public access. So I think we have to anticipate that, and I don't think delay is not our friend. It has to be appropriate, the time period that's given, but we have to be mindful of the challenge that we're going to face. Funding, that was the thing that came up in those public comments that really got me going, because I don't think that the homeowners, many of them, even understood that they were required to provide subdivision-wide access. They seem not to be aware of this requirement that is explicit in the Coastal Act, and they can go read it. It's right there in black and white. In terms of paying for this, as Sarah was trying to describe, they were supposed to pay for this plan. They were supposed, the $5,000 in lieu fee was to go to fund part of this public access. And I think they need to understand that that was part of their responsibility in exchange for not having to provide individual offers to dedicate per parcel. It was a gift, in a way, to them, but they had a responsibility for getting that gift, which was the in lieu fee to help fund the public access program at Hollister Ranch. So what should public access look like? Again, you know, looking at the different sectors, the different user groups, and that have been excluded so far, we really need to hear from them. We believe public access should be crafted in a manner that is protective of environmental resources and respectful of the rights of private property owners. So this whole idea that, you know, they're going to open up and the floodgates are going to open and people are going to, you know, run in and throw trash on the beach, this is not what we envision. This is not what we want for Hollister Ranch. And these arguments really don't hold water. We believe the access should be managed in a way that's fair to the public and the owners. And that phasing it in over time is a good way to monitor what kind of impact it's actually having. I have to say that there are certain things, I was surprised actually by slide 4, which had cars on the beach. I mean, literally a foot from wet sand. And I was also surprised to see when you went through the beaches, which was very helpful, the number of parking areas that already exist that don't have to be constructed. I don't know what other facilities are there, but I think this is a good plan, and I'm grateful to all the agencies that are working on this and standing up for the rights of the public, of which we're all members. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Let's see, who's this?